Debbie's out, playing, can I say? So I'm a poor substitute, but John Beecham, Southwest Idaho Travel Association, currently the treasurer. Sat on the board for Swita for over 12 years, held every officer's position, and quite frankly, I've seen our organization grow from something that produced a travel guide to something that now truly represents the entire region. We market every corner, and I think we've grown immensely over the past few years. I'm sure as you've looked at our preliminary proposal that we don't have a detailed breakdown of all the various elements and magazines and advertising campaigns that we intend to do, and we'll put that in the final final request. But our intention is just to build on our current successes and expand the exposure of the region. And that being said, we'll get started. Beginning with our advertising element, and I've got some sample ads that we've done, a couple of the campaigns, and I thought I'd just pass these around. Thank you, Bobby. There's just one copy of each, so there's a little samples of what they are. The first one is something we titled Play Around, and it's kind of targeted towards the golfing traveler. It ran in Golf Digest. We felt this was a great way to expose the golfers to our region, and golfers tend to travel, they play in more than one course. They like to spend 3 or 4 days enjoying different courses, and this ad kind of focuses on the fact that you can golf and you could potentially raft. And so different opportunities to do things after you played around. The second ad says, is for all who wander are not lost. This was run in conjunction with the state co-op effort as an insert in Seattle, Spokane, Portland papers. It's more generic informational piece to just pique a little interest in our region. The third one is titled Sip Away. And this is a co-op ad we did with the Idaho Wine Commission, which ran in the Salt Lake magazine this spring, and targeted our wineries and the western portion of our region. Our wineries are a very large growing segment of tourism within the region, and more people are recognizing the quality of the wines, and they want to see our wine country and sample our wines. Co-op advertising stretches our dollars and allows us to do more marketing than we might not otherwise do. So we feel wherever we can co-op, we will. The fourth piece is titled Expect the Unexplored. And this was an email blast that was sent out as part of our Salt Lake ad running in the Salt Lake magazine. And again, it pictures a raft and a golf shot, again noting you can do more than one thing in a day in our region. We're so diverse, having a little bit of everything that Idaho has to offer. And you're all aware that the Go West Summit was held in Boise in February, and it was attended by over 425 tour operators, suppliers, and attendees. Our ad that shows Eat, Drink, and Conquer a Class 4 Rapid was placed on the back cover of the Go West manual. It was distributed to all of these attendees. And we partnered with Boise CVB and the state in hosting the Go West Summit, and Southwest Idaho, Boise were very well received, and in fact we were, great hit, got great reviews, and most of these people had never been to Idaho and didn't even know where Southwest Idaho and Boise existed. So we were fortunate to get that exposure, and speaking as a hotelier for just a moment, I've already gotten bookings because of the Go West Summit, so I think it was really a great event that we helped host. The next piece is Memories of a Lifetime. This was another co-op piece in conjunction with Brundage, which ran in Snow West magazine, and it gives kind of a taste of our winter activities, and it mirrors what we do with snowmobile shows that we attend as part of our trade show element. And of course, we would continue to participate in Sled Route the Rockies, which is a co-op ad piece that the state does that talks about all of the snowmobiling opportunities that we have throughout our region. And there isn't a place in southwest Idaho you can't snowmobile except in the Treasure Valley. All the other ones have lots of snow. Braintree still has enough that you can play till we start fishing, whatever that is. In previous years, the council's awarded several smaller grants, and we had been asked to fold some of those into our Swita grant to get more unified approach and to reduce the duplicate efforts that had been going on. In last year's grants, these were referred to as sub-grantees, with what amounted to a grant within a grant. We in turn asked for a plan from these sub-grantees on how and where they would like to advertise and a timeline to get their requests to us. And we're still working on fine-tuning this process, but for the most part it worked fairly well. This year, while those entities aren't defined and broken out as such, we intend to continue to work with them and expand our efforts with them to help grow those attractions as well. Two of those that have worked extremely well, we work in cooperation with the Warhawk and the Idaho Horse Park. Sue Paul at the Warhawk Museum has been a grant recipient for several years, and last year was her first time being a sub-grantee within our grant. She produced several ads in primarily senior magazines and veterans targeted magazines that we help advertise in. And then she came up with a kind of a unique thing that you probably got to see now. It's a bus wrap, which is basically a mobile billboard for the Warhawk. These bus wraps were 6 buses in the Portland area, all on different routes, and they seem to be kind of unique and a good way to get a lot of exposure for the Warhawk. And the other sub-grantee that utilized the funds quite well was the Idaho Horse Park. They ran several ads. Primarily, their target, of course, is in horse-type magazines. Quarter Horse News and Western Horseman were 2 of their primary targets. The horse park attracts veterans from all over the country. It's grown immensely since it first started. They have RV parking as well as, of course, the horse shows themselves. Their competitions often last somewhere between 3 to 7 days, and of course those travelers need a place to stay. They visit the region, they spend their money, and kind of people they like to have. The Welcome Idaho Horse Park ad ran in the Western Horseman, advertising the National Reining Horse Competition, which was a 4-day event. So we'll continue to look for targeted markets, primarily in the drive markets in the West, to bring awareness for things to do here in Southwest Idaho. Then something that we just got up and rolling is a campaign at the Boise Airport for travelers that are kind of trapped at the airport. I mean, once you're there, you're stuck these days. This provides exposure to both travelers arriving and departing, and they may not know. Well, you can't have just 1 minute. Anyway, Karen, I should have read you. At any rate, this is not only does it have advertising with our co-op partners, but it has video running of different summer activities throughout the region. This has also got another advertisement down in the baggage claim area with rack cards for our partners. Internet marketing continues to be the trend, and we're beginning to buy ads on Facebook for targeted individuals that are interested in the region. We need to continue to purchase keywords and that will continue to drive people to our website. Google Ads account for a lot of the success recently of our website, improved our hits over 125%, and I don't have to run out of time. I'm done. But we really need to continue our everything that we've been doing, in particular on our website. One of the things we want to do, I just want to finish up real quickly, is today, now everybody's looking at their telephone as a way to see what's going on, and we need to update our website so that it is conducive to working on iPhones. It just doesn't work very well in today's world. Sorry I'm so long-winded.
Questions for John? I've just got just a couple. I don't know if you have that information. She's not in there, but when we ventured down this year to do that bus route thing, more obviously, I don't think that was kind of the first time that we've gone into a program like that. And I was interested in knowing if we've got any kind of statistics back or anything from, Sue in there, what kind of success or not that program may have garnered for us.
No, I don't have anything from her, but I'm going to take a wild guess that it's, those types of exposure are very difficult to track unless someone actually said they saw the event. But we'll certainly try and get that information for you from Sue.
Yeah, we did that, ask her about that just a little bit. I know that she does spend some time asking people how people have got to her, but I know for what we committed to that program, it wasn't a real expensive program that she had in for a couple of buses in that area that she did for a fairly lengthy time. Anyway, it'd be interesting to know. And I'm glad you touched upon the factor on this final part in here where we kind of break down a few of these elements in here. It really is kind of generic as it comes through. And also, when you're doing that, if you can kind of, if there are pieces in there that are touching on some of the sub-grantees, I'd kind of like to know about that a little bit too. There's a specific program that we'll call them sub-grantees that a portion of your funding is going into. I want to make sure that we're looking at the thing all together. And again, if we have to cut money out inside there, I want to know for sure if we're going to take about general advertising, that way, and maybe not specifically out of one program that one of your sub-grantees is put in there to go through. Because I think, what we've really tried to press here in the last few years of the council is these partnerships with the regional group here. And so I just want to make sure that the regional groups continue to get represented as it goes forward in there. That's the best opportunity for us to make sure that they're going to be happy with that. Then one clarification in regards to the Idaho Horse Park. I know we'll have actually another presentation later on from the Idaho Horse Association. A little bit looks to me like the horse park may be involved in your program, potentially their program. Do you know?
I don't know what Sue is going to present. I know they've worked together somewhat in the past, but what we've done with the horse park has been separate from cutting horse and what we did with the cutting horse this year, or current grant versus she elected to request her grant.
Mr. Chair, John, just to go along with the discussion about the sub-grantees, and this goes for all of the regional organizations in the room, this year we are requesting that you provide the proof of nonprofit status for whatever sub-grantees are within the regional grants. They need to have their proper nonprofit documentation on file also, and it's just time for us to get that updated and in file.
So you need a copy of their...
The same nonprofit for an applicant. And we'll keep those with the regional organizations as they're awarded with sub-grantees.
Okay.
Great, thank